Good morning, lifestyle is healthers and YouTubers. It is Coffee Time Live. It's Friday, 11 o'clock. And here we are on this, well, really pretty dull and rubbish Friday in London.
It is.
Yeah, isn't it? But I've got somebody who's going to light up your day with hopefully laughter, giggles, and fun, because I have got the amazing Lucy Wilkinson. Hi, Lucy, joining us for a coffee.
Cheers.
And as you can see from what it says on Lucy's little name tag thing, she's AKA Louby Lou. Now, what you might not know is that Lucy is a clown. So excited. So there's not many people who say they've had a conversation with a clown, but I can. She goes, and we get the nurse to prove it. So Lucy, all people, what you do, how we met, and about your clowning, and anything else you want to share with our Lifestyle is Health listeners. The floor is yours. Off you go.
Oh, well, we met on 4N, so I might as well do my 4N 40 seconds pitch. Hi, I'm Lucy Wilkinson. You may know me as Louby Lou. I bring fun, joy and laughter into everybody's lives, whether you're a little kid, a big kid, or even a grown-up. But my clown shows contain of pure magic and lots of clowning from start to finish, whether you're on Zoom, on a doorstep, or in a garden. And real magic isn't just about performing tricks.
There you go. And that takes us so nicely into the fact that you have actually been doing doorstep stuff right through the whole of this COVID, haven't you? Because you've had to be socially distanced.
Yes.
So what's that been like? Because last year we had really nice weather, and I bet it was quite fun with people, you know, sunshine and being on the doorstep. But this year it must have been a bit more challenging. Tell me how it's been for you.
We have actually been on doorsteps in every weather mentionable, but do you know what? We've not had one. The weather has never come in the way where doorstep giggles are concerned, and especially when you've got Santa with you. And we had this kind of, when Father Christmas came with me for that like 8 weeks before Christmas. Poor Father Christmas is still trying to get over it in the North Pole. I think I traumatized him completely.
He did say out of his schedule to be with you. Good old Santa.
Poor Santa went, we will be finished by 4:30 on Christmas Eve, won't we? And I'm like, yes, Santa. Yes, Santa. And when we wasn't, he was like, oh, I need to get back. So
he needed some serious magic to deliver his presents.
He really did. He really did. So yeah, the weather, we kind of used to discuss this with Father Christmas on the way. It used to be pouring down, and we used to think, how are we going to get out of the van and go on the doorstep? And by magic, I don't know what it was, every time the rain would stop or the sun would come out, and then we'd get back in the van and it'd start again, and we're like, why? How's this magic working? It was like as though it was just meant to be. I think there was probably about 2 occasions where it was really like, oh, this is cold. So yeah, when people moan about the weather now and it's summer, you're like, try and doing the doorstep giggles in the middle of winter. What are you moaning about? It's a little bit of rain. What kids are not bothered about.
I was going to say, and the kids aren't bothered about it, are they? It's mainly the adults. But I love what you said there about that just for your little bit of doing your doorstep magic, the weather seemed to change and it was magic. And you do have something that's also really magic, isn't it? Tell people about your amazing bracelets. So your wonderful bracelets.
My Magic Word Bracelets really they just send me on a journey, and I'm not a jewelry maker. The intent bracelet is all about a conversation, what you start between people, and that is what it's done with you, Vicky, and that's when I ask you your word, that's where I've made my magic in 4N. I won't say I've not made millions. I don't even think I've made hundreds, to be honest, because I kind of like the Magic Word Bracelets is I just think as it'll send me on that magical journey, whichever way, and it is that conversation of just what is your word, what lights you up, what makes you happy. And what I love about them most they're not just amazing for adults. You ask children
Yeah.
what word makes them happy. More often than not, they will say believe. More often than not, they say family, friends, love, and believe. They're the four, and it melts my heart every time they say it.
Wow.
So
that's really interesting to know what the kids' words are. So what are the adult words? Do you have words that do keep cropping up a lot from adults?
Yeah, a lot of adults use the word believe, determination. I love it when you get a word what you're like, woo, like there was a lady who I used to I did like a masterclass at the beginning of lockdown, all these things we did at the beginning of lockdown. Yeah. And she suffered from OCD. And her word was, it weren't just, what was it? Can I, or I can, I can, rather than I can do this, it was just, I can. And I thought, yeah, I can, and it just gets sticking in my heart, because sometimes it's how you interpret it yourself. So if you want, I can do it, but that is quite harsh, isn't it, to yourself? I can do it, even though, but just I can, just kind of twists it round in a more kind of lighter way, even though it means the same. So
and that's the power of words, isn't it? Because they're magic for you. And it's your interpretation and what that word means for you. And that is the magic about it, isn't it? And it's a bit like affirmations, isn't it? There are some words that we just really resonate with and just feel so much, as you said, they light you up. And talking of lighting up, you're into crystals and stuff like that as well, and changing energy, feeling light. And this is something that we touched upon, didn't we, on our ladies' lunchtime live. By the way, folks, if you didn't know, we are doing a lunchtime show on a Monday at 1 o'clock with the amazing Lucy, myself, and Jessica Staniforth, who is the sexucation lady. But come and join us live. We're on YouTube. We're on all three of our channels on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you haven't heard of Luscious Ladies Lunchtime Live yet, stick it in your diaries. But we were talking about crystals, weren't we? And the change in the moon and the energy. And you've got really into this, and it's really started to enhance your journey of health and wellness. So tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, and same again, Magic Word Bracelets made that connection with an amazing lady called Grace. And she there, when that energy is right, and she's been working on this for years and years and years, so she obviously knows what energy she's drawn to, and instantly, only on it was virtually, we met each other, and I asked her what her word was. Flow. Delivered the bracelet, delivered some giggles to her family on their doorstep. That was at Easter, on Easter Monday, and it was sunny and snowed at the same time, which was just like magical. It was like, how on earth is this happening? She asked me to go to a baby blessing. She works, her business is ketones, which she calls it a magic drink. So the whole Magic Word Bracelet, the whole believe in your magical self, and then now this magic drinks come into place, and then before you know it, within weeks, I'm at a baby blessing with the most amazing ladies, and she's manifested this over the years to when she has it's her third baby. I think because she studied more into it, she manifested that she was going to be in a place somewhere very special with ladies who she connected with, and she said she manifested that, and it was just the most amazing experience I've ever had, being round so many powerful ladies, and not one of us kind of questioned anything we did. We just all came into the room, and we ate food, we drank, we danced, we worked with crystals. We had a blessing. A lady from South Africa sent her energies through her voice and chanting. Nobody's ever seen this lady.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, this actually, you hear of it all, and then I'm thinking there is some huge power in this, and it's whatever your belief system is, and if I want to just feel great and floaty like that, and it's, do you know what, things are now just working into place, and I think, what have I been doing for these past 12 months, getting myself so so kind of trying to save my business and save every day what we've got in front of us, hammering it, going, right, what am I doing today? And it's you're pushing that good energy away, and it's
this is it. Yeah.
Whether it's woo-woo or whether it's how you and people who pass judgment about it, it's well, that's your judgment. But if I feel great, why are you knocking people for it?
That's a really good point you bring up there, because I think for our listeners here in Lifestyle is Health, as much as we hear about this stuff, we know that we are all of us as human beings, we're very fast to judge things that we don't actually understand or we don't really know anything about. And we often judge on misinformation or on somebody else's opinion of something, and it's not actually ours. And you know this, and I know this. The only way you can really find out about anything and how it makes you feel is to actually experience it for yourself. You know, it's a bit like trying to say to somebody, you know, what does it feel like to go bungee jumping? Well, you can explain a little bit, but you know what? Try it. Do it and see what you think, because for some people it's the most exhilarating experience ever, and for other people it's the most terrifying, and it's not right or wrong, it just is. And that's the beauty of this stuff, isn't it? And if it comes into your world, I truly believe that it's come in at the right time. Because it's going to be of benefit to you, and you're leaving yourself open to it, and the only thing you need is to have a non-judgmental mind and to be open to the possibility that there just might be something in this. And as you say, if it makes you feel good, don't knock it.
I know. I'm happy as Larry, you know.
So making people feel good, because you've got some stuff lined up that is just going to do that, but it's also for a good cause as well. Tell us about what you're up to this weekend, because you're involved in the charity, aren't you?
Yes, so Atherton Shield are putting on a football event over the next. It starts today, and it's going on today, Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I'm going along doing 4 hours on Saturday morning, going seeing what it's all about. But do you know what the nice thing is at the moment? Like, this is a big event, but I don't know too much about it. I know that it's for two amazing charities, Fairshare and Holly Bloom's Journey. So I do know Holly. I've met her on a doorstep a few times. Beautiful family. Would have normally have seen her at the hospital at Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, because that's where I used to work before COVID, every week on the wards, very close to oncology patients, really close to them. So, but and when I saw her on a doorstep,
sorry to interrupt. Just tell us about Holly's story, because she's on an amazing journey, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. So she's I'm not sure where she's up to with her treatment, like I say, because I'm not at the hospital, but the last time I saw her, she was in the middle of treatment. Whoopsie, and I should have put that on.
Fine. It's real.
So she's I don't know where she's up to with her treatment, but she is at Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, she's got an older brother and sister. I think it was probably I'd say more about 2 years ago, when they found a tumor. She had an eye. The optician at Specsavers was who noticed the tumor behind her eye and sent her straight to the hospital. So I'm really excited just to kind of be part of such an amazing charity, well, two charities, bringing that fun and joy to them. But like I say, don't know too much about it, because we don't know too much about these events at the moment. We kind of just we'll turn up and something really special will happen, because I think previous to all this, we used to get so involved in, like, this has got to be done, that's got to be done. And I like the kind of the more flowy of it just coming together, and it will just be amazing. Saw Rich this morning, who's organising it, and he said Wes Brown's down there playing football today. There's going to be so many amazing people there. Wow. But there's not been too much hype about it, so it's just nice just to see what it creates.
Brilliant. Where is this taking place, Lucy?
in Atherton, so it's my local town. I'm Lee. There's Lee, Tilsley, and Atherton. You can get tickets, a family ticket on Eventbrite, so I will send you the link.
Yeah, we'll put the link above this video.
Yeah,
you can get tickets if you're somewhere near and you didn't know about it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just nice to see families come together outside as well. All for being outside at the moment, even though it was a little bit drizzly. But
well, you know what? You'll still have fun, won't you? It's something that I just want to touch on there because it's really important. That you said that tumor was picked up by an optician. And this is why, particularly in this group, Lifestyle is Health, and I talk about the importance of you not dismissing going for regular checkups, because oftentimes your optician can pick up something that your GP misses. And at the moment, especially because you can't even get appointments to see your GP. And also dentists can pick up things like mouth cancer, throat cancer, other issues going on. Your dentist can be a real source of information as to your health, as can your optician. So guys, if you get these appointments coming through and you think, oh, I don't need to go because my eyesight's not so bad, or you know what, I don't want to go see the dentist because I haven't got time, please don't do that. Make these appointments so important, because you never know what could be potentially picked up that could be life-saving for you. So tell us about what Lucy does for you, or for herself then, because you obviously are bringing joy and laughter and light to other people. So what do you do to look after you and look after your health?
Yeah, I'm massive on looking after myself these days. Really, I suffered from burnout going back. I'd say I think it was about 3 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. But it was a build up. 3 children, work, hospital visits every day. I was doing them every day. Parties. Literally 3 parties Saturday, 3 parties Sunday, maybe a Friday night. I love partying. I love drinking wine, love being out with friends, probably going out Saturday, Sunday. Loved a tidy house, really, really tidy house, doing everything for the children constantly. I've been breastfeeding one minute, and you look at that, I go back to like, wow. And you want to do everything perfect as well. And there's no such thing as a perfect mum. Good mum is possible. Yeah. Good mum is possible, but a perfect mum. And I always say there's no such thing as I always say every child's different, every parent's different, and every day is different. Because Martha's just been saying, why are you moody today? And you know what? She's in isolation, right? And this week, you've been used to having that freedom again. And I am sick of just cleaning the beans off the plate. I'm like, well, you can just put that in the dishwasher. So she thinks I'm having a go, and I'm not having a go. But why should I put that plate in the dishwasher? Right. So she's like, you're being sarcastic. I went, well, I'm not being sarcastic. I just don't want to clean those beans off that plate. So
this is the stuff that everybody's going to identify with, because you know what, we're all normal and we all just go through this. And when somebody judges you as being moody, it's very often because of external circumstances and where you're at in your head, and you're not meaning to be. It's just the way that that's interpreted and how the other person thinks you're being interested. So going back to what you do to look after yourself.
So what I do, having suffered from burnout, and I went and got therapy because at the time it was a build-up, be honest, and it started with wobbles on the motorway, and it had been a build-up over years, to be honest. And I kept thinking, why do I feel like this on a motorway? And I'd set off to Cambridge with the kids in the car. Betsy was in the car seat. I'd had a big weekend of planning my daughter's 5th birthday. My sister got rushed into hospital from that birthday party because she broke a leg on the snow machine. What I'd done, I'd put the snow machine. So she was in hospital with a broken leg. I had 3 kids under the age of whatever. Set off to Cambridge like I normally do, just get the kids in the car. And then it was late actually when I went, because I'd spent all day tidying the house, and it went dark, and I was like, all the lights just went, and I couldn't I couldn't go forward to Cambridge and I couldn't go back. I was like, what? And my body was shaking. So anyway, didn't think anything of that at the time. I got myself to Cambridge in the end and didn't think that was a panic attack because I didn't know what it was. I just thought, oh, my eyes were going a bit funny but then that kind of memory, that vision kept coming into play. Say if I was vulnerable, say on the motorway, not near home, and then that thought would come back again because it's all a thought, isn't it?
This is a really good description of how anxiety can build.
Yeah. And it built up over the years then. So I was like, oh, this is, and then when it was the Manchester bomb and we'd gone on 2 holidays, back to back, 5 days in between. And I got on the motorway and wow, that was it. That was the full blown one, but luckily my husband was on the phone and he had to coax me off the motorway. Anyway, right, you need to go and get help. So at that point, I did get help and and understood how the brain works, and it's all down to feelings. It was burnout basically. I had to strip back layers. I got myself a cleaner, which that didn't last long but I was like, how can I limited my days at the hospital because that again is very heavy work, seeing children, dying children at the end of the day. I know that, and not always, but that is what you're taking on board. But I'm putting this on at the hospital, you see. So this is so I've got this on and I've got this but still human. So you still, and the therapist she got a pillowcase and she put all my feelings in it. I was like, what on earth is she doing? And she was like, she says, how does that feel? These are all your feelings. And she went, and they're all trapped inside. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. So it's not quick fix, is it? You have to take these layers off over the time and understand. So now I'm very much aware. I think if I didn't know what I know now, I think in the pandemic of no work and everything else, I think I would have been in trouble now. Really
makes sense. Good job you dealt with it beforehand. So, but you do things to set yourself up for the day, don't you?
A good day. So I do my yoga. I do 15 minutes when I wake up in the morning. Just jot a little bit down what gratitude is great, isn't it? Absolutely. Read a little bit of my kindness, but whatever. I just read for a little 10 minutes just to get my brain ticking over. And then I go and exercise. I go to the gym, go for a run, do something before the kids get up. So I'm a 5 o'clock girl. And
well, you and me both.
7 o'clock, all sorted, ready for the day. And you know what? I get myself, especially with the Zoom now, I get myself ready. Going back years ago, I'd be running around with wet hair. My mum used to tell me off, going, "You've always got wet hair," and you think you were doing you thought you were doing a good job, weren't you? But if you don't look after yourself, then your children
look after anybody else, and that's a really good note for us to kind of wrap things up on, because we have to look after ourselves first, because otherwise we just cannot function and look after anybody else. And as women and as mums, that's what we want to do. And as daughters and aunts and nieces and whatever else, we've got family that we want to take care of, but we have to look after ourselves first.
Definitely.
And part of that is knowing what lights you up. And what lights you up, and what brings you joy and happiness, and laughter's a huge part of that, isn't it, Lucy?
It is, and a smile, love, and light keeps coming into my kind of world this week, and that was only through the sun, the change in the sun on Monday and Tuesday, and I've held on to that love and light word this week. That's how the power of words, and it keeps coming up all the time, and it is what does light you up. And the lady who did the 2-day mastery class on Zoom, I've sent her a bracelet today. Love and light, life. She wanted because I think because she lights up people's life, and she's gone through trauma. She's gone through the the stresses, and more often than not, people who come out of it on the other end understanding the philosophies and understanding the coping mechanisms have gone through, like you say, you've got to go through that pain sometimes to come out of it the other end, but you've got to come out.
How we actually learn about who we are and what we need to do then to look after ourselves. Lucy, it's been an absolute joy. Please do leave your links with me. I will put them above this video, and people do go and check out the event that Lucy's doing, but also check her out on Facebook. She's got an amazing song that she sings. Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hey, you look out for your postman tomorrow as well, Vicky.
I will. I've got a Louby Lou doll coming. So Lucy's got some amazing stuff that you can actually purchase. She's got a Louby Lou doll and other things, as well as her magic bracelets. So get yourselves checking out all of her information, and you can see Lucy again on Monday, Luscious Ladies Live. Mondays, 1 p.m. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you for watching. If you are watching on replay, please put #replay. And on that note, have a fabulous Friday. See you soon. Bye.